Bonjour Maître Edwards, merci beaucoup d'avoir fait le déplacement jusqu'ici.
Votre nom?
Eric Sullivan, je travaille pour la clinique de droit internationale, pénal et humanitaire basée à l'Université Laval, dirigée par la professeure Fanny Lafontaine qui nous adressera quelques mots cet après-midi. Je profite de l'occasion pour remercier Maître Edwards qui a été une lumière dans le sombre couloir de la défense durant mon stage. Ma question, il me semble que dans le cas, corrigez-moi si je me trompe, mais dans le cas de Uwinkindi, l'idée du tribunal au départ était de faire surveiller le procès au Rwanda par l'Union africaine ou par une délégation spéciale de l'Union africaine. Et en cours de route, on découvre dans les jugements que le greffier n'a pu mettre en place ce système de monitoring. Il l'a remplacé par le mécanisme que vous parlez, donc les deux legal advisors du TPIR. Qu'est-ce qui a motivé le TPIR, ou le choix? Pourquoi est-ce que l'Union africaine a refusé l'offre que lui faisait le tribunal du Rwanda?
There was an understanding.
Yeah, well, more or less. What happened? It was a weird and lengthy history. The African Union had agreed in principle to undertake the monitoring mission.
3 days ago. 3 days ago.
Yes. But what happened is that when push came to shove, and it really all came down to a question of money. The African Union were, or the delegates that had been picked from the African Union to monitor the Uwinkindi trial, both pre-trial trial and all the rest of it, were effectively and suddenly asking for all kinds of things that the ICTR simply couldn't provide. Business flights, first class, or, 5-star hotels and all the rest of it. Vast amounts of money for their per diem, and the tribunal or the registrar of the ICTR effectively said, no, it can't be done like this. There were other institutions, organizations that had been approached that had said that effectively they were able to do it on a pro bono basis. For various reasons, the registrar didn't choose, or the president, I think, didn't choose them. But effectively it came down to money. What has happened since then is that negotiations have been re-entered into with the African Union and the ICTR to try and come up with something a bit more reasonable, something that both sides can live with, but still it's still up in the air.
Last one.
Bonjour, merci pour votre intervention. Mon nom c'est Raymond Savatogo, étudiant membre de la clinique de droit international pénal et humanitaire. Ma question est relative au mécanisme résiduel ou mécanisme restant. Comment est-ce que le TPIR pourrait évaluer qu'une procédure nationale respecte les droits de l'accusé, le standard minimum de respect des droits de l'accusé? C'est un peu ça ma question. Merci.
Thank you. Well, but by there being people on the ground, by there being monitors on the ground who are trained in trial observation, trial monitoring, who know their, Article 14 inside out, who know who know when fair trial rights are being guaranteed and when they're being violated. The idea is that the monitors report back on a monthly or even 2-monthly basis to the president of the tribunal and inform the ICTR, or the residual mechanism, as you rightly point out, what's going on, by reporting back as to whether the fair trial rights of Uwinkindi and whoever in the future, whether they're being respected or not. And if there comes a point where the monitors take the view that it has got to such a point that the defendant's fair trial rights are being sufficiently violated, that the situation just cannot continue, then they will, we are told, recommend revocation. Whether that ever happens or not, I don't know. I'm very, very doubtful that it ever would, because you can imagine how, in the event that revocation was being recommended, you can imagine what the reaction of Kigali would be. You would not expect Kigali to say, yep, fair enough, we've completely screwed it up, have him back. You know, there would be months and months and months of litigation on that issue. And I think we all know that.
Okay, then, thank you very much. Thank you tonight.